オリンピックは銀メダルでした。今度こそ世界の頂点へ。日も暮れて少し気温も下がってきたか。東京オリンピックの銀メダリスト野中生萌が世界一に向けてクライミング開始。さあここも力強いムーブ。
安定して下部をこなしてきました。ここまでのアテンプトもかなり少ないので体力的にはだいぶ余裕がある展開なんじゃないでしょうか。結構一気に来ました。
トップホールド右手をかけた。
やりましたね。
やりました。野中生萌やりました。
This time you did it wrong. That was a great reaction from Maya. I thought Quinn actually might try that dynamic swap like that.
I totally would have.
I would have too. But I was like impressed to see that she didn't. So hopefully Maya realizes that she doesn't have to go dynamically and she can figure out how to just.
There she goes.
Come on. That was incredible.
She doesn't
have a second. She has to move so fast.
Rush, but be slow at the same time.
That was insane. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. That was the best buzzer beater I've ever seen in a climbing competition.
っていうのをパッパッとしてあげるといいんですが、あと、ニコライ選手両手でいっていたんですが、右手だけでいった方がバランス取れるかもしれないですね。
いわゆるコーディネーション、手足の動きや重心移動を一連の動きで行うことを言いますが、体の回転をうまくコントロールすることが重要になると言います。ここは来ました。
結構右手の保持力で止めてきましたね。
保持力というのもこのスポーツクライミングではよく聞きますし、
そうですね。
野口さんも保持力が世界トップと言われていたというふうに聞きますが、
そうですね。やっぱりクライミング他の種目と違うのがこのホールドを持つ能力、指先の力がすごく問われるので、完登しましたね。
その保持力をウズニック見せました。見事な修正ですね。
To move to the second boulder because they've already performed better than two climbers. So as it stands, Vita Lucan and Yutong Zan would be the two climbers who got knocked out. Camilla Moroni now, interesting climber, second in the 2021 World Championships boulder in Moscow. Really starting to put together some strong results and looking very comfortable so far. Already past the move where we lost Vita Lucan. Looking possibly the most comfortable of all the climbers so far. Absolutely cruised that boulder, no problem at all.
昨年はあっという間にもう1時間の半分になろうとしています。決勝戦3人目のクライマー土肥啓太。
もうこのトライですね。
やはり持ち直した。
うまいですね。器用ですね。この使いは本当に器用ですね。
で寄せて、
うまい。
抱えた。足はどうか。足は左の方に寄せて一気に。
うまい。
ランジで決めました。
Though I would like to see someone try to get like a weird hand heel or something, like it's not out of the realm. I could see someone trying it. These men are really strong. I mean, it probably won't work, but like I could see. Granted, a lot of them really liked campus. Now that I think about it, nicely done. He's able to like crimp that right side easily there, but now he's gonna have to match, or he's just gonna cross. Gotta keep that tension there. Nice top for Zach Gala.
Almost a completely different sport to bouldering and lead climbing. And the amount of time, especially it being a new sport to a lot of these athletes, because before Tokyo, most of these athletes would have never climbed a speed route in their lives. It was just so hard to train for boulder and lead like you normally would, and also speed climbing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was tricky. We're moving past that now, and this is the new style. So, near cramble is underway. And the pressure starts to ramp up here a little bit because she probably knows that Genya flashed the boulder.
For sure, Genya was not out on the mats for very long, so Mia knows that it's definitely doable and it's doable quick.
Yeah, so mind games for her. She needs to keep it together, slow and steady as she reaches out to the left. Into the zone, she's awarded that. And you have to change body position on the zone. You can't just touch it with a fingertip. It's not enough anymore.
No, you have to use it now.
And that's always something the judges need to define a little bit, which is tricky for them. Reaches over.
Philip Schenk now, fourth climber to attempt this third boulder. Jakob Schubert's got the highest on it so far. Very smoothly across. You can see dual texture volumes being used here. So the black volumes, you can actually see it visually. The inside of the dish is high friction, the outside essentially useless. So you can't really kind of pinch the volumes. You can't squeeze them. You've got to be incredibly accurate in how you weight them. You can see Philip Schenk now wrestling with the same issue that Jakob had, which is how do you get your foot up? That's how. Should be toppable from here. As long as that left foot holds. And you can match the top, which you can. So Philip Schenk will most certainly make his way onto the final boulder.
第一課題を登り終えたところで本人としてもだいぶ平常心も取り戻せてこの第二課題に臨めることでしょう。
うまいぞ。
またみんなとは違った。
予選から本当スラブうまかったですね、青柳選手。はい。なので結構この課題もフィットしてますね。あとラスト1手のちょっとこう動きを出さないといけないところで、
そうですね。
ぶれないようにいきたいですよね。
はい。ちょっとしっかり下半身から動ければ。
はい。ガストンのようにいって、さあトップほど
外に
じわじわといくか。
そんなに右足乗れるんですね。
あ、来ましたね。来ました来ました。
But this was actually set by the two Taiwanese setters that joined the setting course.
Yuji Inoue on men's 3. Sticks it on the first try. Jeez. Sheesh.
Amazing, amazing. Let's see if he can do the upper section.
Gets the zone. Wow, gets the high step.
Yeah.
Pushing only on his left.
Amazing. He gets that little jib.
Wow.
There's a little jib at the top of that zone volume. It is tiny though. And he's walking up his feet. He has to walk up his right foot on the volume.
Wow, he's going for a dynamic finish.
Oh, he does it dynamic.
Out of the top hold.
He wasn't set then. Now is.
You can see she went much further down and left to get enough momentum to throw herself towards the right that time. Easy work from Jessie.
So that's the two really hard moves done, and she's got the 6-point zone.
She's going to try and control this move? No, I think she's realised that it's easier to just pop to it like that.
It's a long way. It's awkward around the corner, around that volume.
It's really important that you squeeze as much as you can with that left hand. But, and she goes to the top of that finish hole, but makes it work.
どうだ。
結構途中で止まれるパターンですね。これは早く気づいた選手が有利に見えますね。
残り時間まもなく30秒。
2つ目のホールドもポジティブですもんね。
さあ時間との競争になる。
右足が実は右足は悪い。
右足
変わらず
悪いですね。
悪いですね。
あ、しかし
抑えた。
掴んだ。左手右手。
さすがさすが。
2連続完登。 ね今のはね。
意外とゾーンまでよりゾーン
お、両手でいった。
両手で出してきましたね。
ここは立て直してきた。さあここからゾーンホールド。
直接いくか。お、足を上げてきましたね。これはうまいですね。
身長163センチのアラヤ・ケレム、見事なムーブ。さあトップに左手をかけて右手をかけた。
かなり上部はゆとりのあるムーブのチョイスで登ってきましたね。今ので。
Before the third boulder. Jakob's up next. Definitely feel that this boulder is toppable. Bad conditions. A physical boulder already behind them and 2 attempts already done. Has anyone got the energy left? Here goes Jakob. Oh, makes it work. Big lunge for the top. Jakob Schubert. That is why he's one of the greatest competition climbers of all time. I was just listing how much climbing they've done, how tired they must be. Who else but Jakob could suddenly just pull it out from nowhere?
Smaller boxes, it's like kind of working through that or being really creative.
Definitely has.
Yeah, something that's cool about climbing is it goes both ways.
It does.
With the, like, depending on who you are and how you're built, like different moves climb differently, and that's, I don't know, special. It's cool.
And it keeps it really exciting. People don't do things the same way most of the time. Yeah, sure, they might have certain moves that are done similarly, but there's always going to be something different, and they're going to approach it differently. And it's really awesome to see how creative people can be and what people can do too. Like the human body, like there's so many things that are crazy that we can do.
There she goes for the last one. Very nice.
That method that we were talking about earlier, that could be the way. Now she still has to get her other hand up there.
Oh yeah.
And that'll be a top for Kylie Cullen.
It's very difficult for video directors, for people who are cutting us. Oh, she's stuck in the zone!
She gets it. She gets it.
And she's Russian, she's got 6 seconds! Right, 4!
Genji! She does
Oh, what a beautiful
finish.
finale!
What a beautiful finish.
Yeah. Sometimes the national team of Slovenia, they're coming quite often here, so they're training together.
It's not too far.
It's not too far for them. It's a good facility, the blockhouse.
Yeah, it's a really good gym for competition climbing and training.
Let's see what she can do.
I would say one of the best.
Oh, nice. Nice words.
Okay.
Nice compliments. Big applause from the people. Just about the latching.
Yeah.
Yes! Inside Bando.
Finally. And now the top move. Again, it's hard to get. Woo!
And that's another top for the female. I mean, that just changed everything. It's bringing a new game because France didn't top it.
The thing is there's that fine little line where like still one person could just do all the boulders somehow, and it's just like that day it didn't happen, but it doesn't even mean that the boulders were too hard necessarily. It's just it didn't happen that day because it's still always possible, because this is a round where we're kind of seeing something similar. Right. So many people aren't getting to zones or tops, but oh wow, sick. Really awesome.
That was something that Ian said was also totally possible.
Wow! A flash for Ben Hanna. Talk about big. Wow!
That was awesome.
And that just moved him up.
Is separating the wheat from the chaff. Boom. Sticks the coordination start. puts the left foot on the jib and is going to launch himself
yes.
from the zone.
This time he got the zone before.
Boom! Wow! That's crazy!
Amazing,
Essentially caught it with one hand.
Yeah.
Now he wants to get the tiny jib at the top. Amazing!
Interesting.
Ao Chi-Feng tops the hardest boulder.
良さそうに見えますけどね。
もうしっかり右足蹴り出してジャンプしたいですね。もう
そうですね。ななこちゃんのムーブはちょっとやっぱりコーディネーション慣れてないとなかなか一発で決めるのは難しいですよね。
お、左足上げてきた。
左の足をだいぶポジションを上げました。さあその位置からおお、うまい。
いや、左足の位置変えてきたのは素晴らしいですね。
左足デュアルに乗ってましたね。
そこすごかった。
滑るところを
すごい足のビリーブ感が。
粘ってそしておお、素晴らしい動き。
You're right, he's won a lot of youth comps, I think. But yeah, I mean, he's been kicking around on the youth scene for a while, starting to move into the senior circuit this year, especially in the boulder. But yeah, I mean, he won the Continental Cup in Austria. So he's used to winning, and he's just making this transition into the senior circuit and doing well at the moment. So he's pushing up with that left hand, palms down. Blind for the foot, using the knee.
And again, the sides of these volumes that he's stood on are all no textured, so there's nothing to help him get up. It's all leg power on there, leg and hip.
So he's been awarded the zone already. He can now ignore that, move on. Kicks, and he does do this move first time. So if he can finish this off, he's going to be jumping above Mejdi Shauk's score straight away. But this
is a different method to Mejdi.
He's gripping a very
fingernail under the edge of the hold there.
Oh. The route setter said to me that they hope they don't find an edge. Well, I think an edge has been found.
Leonardo Di Marino, local climber and route setter. And maybe that was the start that was used by the other climbers. We never actually saw the start from the other climbers. You can see Cheon just dabbed her right hand down to make a legal start. So neither Jesse nor Yenya really struggle in this middle section, but Cheon made it a bit harder than it needed to be by taking the feet off. Thinking about a different method now.
Ooh.
No problem at all for Cheon.
万能な選手ですし、こういった他の選手が完登しているような、難易度の課題でやっぱり落ちない能力がすごく高いので、登れる課題をすごく簡単にこなしてくるっていうのが彼の特徴ですね。速いですね。
そうですね、スムーズに余裕を持って進んでいるように見えます。
余裕がありますね。お左手そこでもいけるのか。
ここまで上の方を持った選手今までいなかったですね。
そうですね。返しきれていて余裕があるからっていう。
そしてトップホールドあっさりクリアしました。
It's really a hard job
to be a route setter?
Yes, well, at this level, you know, not the recreational jug ladder, but this is really a tough job to just set perfectly to separate the competitors, but not too hard and not too easy.
And to make it so
and make it spectacular. Yes,
pleasing.
yes.
To put up a good show.
And Yannick tops men's too.
That's why they play him the big bucks.
There you go.
Super strong. Choosing to keep his feet low. Sight looking super focused last year. Just missed out on winning by countback, so he knows what to do. Meanwhile, over on women's one, we have Molly teetering away up this groove. Here we go, eyeing up the zone hold. Molly's obviously one of our shorter competitors, so potentially going to have to shuffle up a little bit higher through this corner section to get established on the triangular volume. And you can definitely, just at the top left-hand corner of your screen now, you can just see on the side that red chip on the side of the volume, which is super important for the transfer of weight round and being able to stand up to the top. So there you go, just trying to get her thumb on it. She's going to have to go for it, and she's going to see a push off, I think, with the right foot to transfer the weight.
It does look just that extra little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
For Molly.
That's it. Here she goes.
But she's made it work.
Committed, just using a really smart little back step in that groove. And yeah, here she goes, shuffling up, getting a frog. Nice. Super good techers.
On display.
Oh, she's just chilling. Such a good intuitive climber. It's
really nice.
Really chilled. And here she goes. Can she get it? One hand. Yeah.
目指すは2年ぶり3度目の今大会頂点、単独最多優勝回数の3回にリーチがかかっています。相当休む時間を設けました野中美穂。
いやー、全然ゆとりありますね。
はい、これが2度目のトライ。この2度目のトライで完登できるか。
修正して頑張れ頑張れ。
今度は左手を先に送ってマッチをしてきたか。
うおー、きたー。
捉えたー。
いやー、これができるのが。
So Jakob's up next. The climber who's coming after him, Misha Pikolruaz, probably came the second closest to topping this boulder. Jakob goes really high and the feet came off, but he just had so much contact strength. He was able to stop on the top of the volume. So now he's got himself here. Can he convert? Looking pretty solid on this top section. Left hand side, get a toe hook, maybe a heel hook. There it is. So,
to match on the pitch.
伊藤双葉もここまでは少し苦しんでいます。
てないとこの辺の調整は難しいですよね。
まもなく残り時間は1分となります。
お、左足きましたね。
今良かったですね。体も回ってきて。
そうですね。しっかり壁の方向けましたね。
1分切ります。
おー、いい安定してる。頑張れ頑張れ。
ゾーン獲得。大きく足を開いて。
結構距離が。
どうだ。取ったー。この決勝初完登。
いや
伊藤さんいかがでした？
いやー、良かったですね。まあ最初のランジで修正うまくできましたよね。
はい、
そうですね。
倉七子に続いてこの第3課題。
右手だけだと厳しいくらいの終了点なんですね。
制限時間は4分ですが、ここは少し間時間を取って今スタートホールドに両手両足をかけました。ここから飛びついていきます。
返し切りそうですよね。お、いい
手を返した。さあここから慎重に壁の角度が変わるところです。
もうこの上部かなり傾斜がもう倒れているので、あとは落ち着いて処理できれば完登できるんじゃないでしょうか。
これ選手の体勢からすると足元見えないですもんね。足で探って。
そうですね、このピンクのハリボテが出っ張っているので、だいぶ、足に体重を乗ることができれば、
トップホールド捕まえました。完登です。3回目のアテンプトトライで。
Last boulder in this competition. Currently with 2 tops.
And Simon Lorenzi on men's 3. There you go. We haven't seen the start of this boulder. That was a beautifully executed. My hands are sweating. I really want to go touch those boulders. But I suppose every climber at home watching, they're just going like, oh, I really want to touch, I want to try.
Maybe they will let us try, no? After this.
Yeah, but I don't have my shoes on. And in trainers is, it's kind of like bad style. And he tops it.
I think he's enjoying this boulder more. Patrick Klinger, this time no problem.
In your second trial, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't mess this and yes. So second position for Patrick Klinger because she has got one more top than Francis Scherer.
印象としてはあまりレストしてないなっていう、何か落ちてももうすぐこう挑んでいるような。おー、来た。そうですね。あんまりこう休んでるイメージがないんですよね。よくここまで続くなという印象を受けるんですが、伊藤さん、疲れってもちろんあるんでしょうけどね。
ますね。頑張れ頑張れ。
いい立ち上げて。どうだ。左足シャンプ踏んで。さあ頑張れ頑張れ。よし。ちゃんと頑張れ頑張れ。きたー。いやー素晴らしい。
Momentum with your kick, your initial kick.
I think she did the cross legs for easier travel time going to the zone because you just have to put your right leg up
On the starting red hold.
right leg, then see.
Ooh, beautiful.
Beautifully catch the zone.
And now she just needs to keep her composure and do this last part with control. So this is a slab. She needs to keep her body close to the wall, and she gets it. Amazing top by Clara Tong.
You can see it written all over his face as well, how frustrated he is with that. With just 50 seconds to go, it is quite a slow-moving boulder. You can't really afford to rush on it. But maybe he might just have enough time. What would you reckon?
I think he's got enough time to get up there. Whether he can top it or not, we'll find out. But every time you try these climbs, you get slightly more efficient on the movement. You learn things. Your body can remember all those sequences and subtle changes. Exactly. Foot across, close to the hand, centralised as you can. Here we go, up to the pebble. Clock's running down into the red. He's got to make this move now. Here we go. Nicely done, Bill. Finish it up. Plenty of time there. And there it is.
Kind of split screen and show everybody. Yeah, I totally agree. And then the athletes deserve the spotlight, like at the moment Hannes, because he's the only athlete on the wall.
But let's appreciate this last moment, probably the last climb of today.
1 minute 10 seconds. Come on, Hannes.
Going for the penultimate hold and going for the top.
Oh yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, Hannes Puman tops.
さあドヒケータはどうでしょうか。ドヒケータはい
やこの課題は決めてくるんじゃないでしょうかね。
スラブは決めないとダメですよね、ケータはね。
そうですね、これはもう得意課題なので、
もう足で登っていくのはね一番得意ですからね。
これを決めて、
そうなりますと一気に
入りたいですね。
そうですね、2位まで上がる可能性があります。
おお、右足のつく位置が
すごい、一番いいですね。
すごいですね。
今のそこを踏むのなかなか勇気いりますよね。
難しいですね。いい角度で当てるのが難
難しいですよね。ちょっと右足、
あ、
うまい。
でもずらしてきましたね。そっちで行くか。
柔軟性ありますね。
さああともうちょっとだ。一撃か。一撃だ。
そしてオーバーハング、垂直よりもこう前にせり出した壁、かなりせり出してますね。
そうですね、一番傾斜が強いところが最終課題になってきましたね。
かなりこうパワフルさが要求されます。
そうですね、特にもう4課題目なので、ここまでの展開でやっぱり体力的にも余力がある選手がすごく有利な課題だと思います。おーっとうまい。
そういう点ではここまで少ないアテンプト数、ニコラス・コリン。
ゾーンは1回で止めてきましたね。あとはここからの終了点取りですよね。おっと
どうだ、トップホールドに手がかかってなんと一撃。
まさか世界選手権優勝の藤井選手と、年間チャンピオンの尾形選手を前にして優勝するとは思わなかったですね。
圧倒的な強さ、
ちょっとまさかの展開でしたが、
世界ランク49位伏兵と言っていいでしょう。
いやちょっと誰も予想していなかった展開かもしれないですよね。
予選も6位通過ですからね。
そうですね、本当に私もこの選手決勝の舞台で見るのが初めてで、ベルギーではリードもボルダリングも、優勝している選手のようなんですが、まさか世界選手権優勝の藤井選手と年間チャンピオンの